Okay. Okay, so we'll begin now. Welcome everyone. The debate over greenwashing is very complex, as most of you know, involving both ethical and practical considerations, making these motions ideal for exploring both sides of the issue. The Coppet Freedom of Speech Debate Society encourages both teams to argue robustly with evidence and persuasions in the spirit of Coppet, which has a long history and a long tradition going back to the days of the early 19th century, where Madame de Staël presided over a salon that was a lively center for the meeting of men and minds, for the exchange of comments and thoughts stemming from different centuries, countries and movements. The Swiss Impact Investing Association, the Geneva Impact Investing Association, the Impact Investing Solutions and Coppet Group bid you welcome to the third SIIA-Impact Investing Solutions Freedom of Expressions debate. The Coppet Freedom of Speech debate series intend to relaunch a new version of the so-called Coppet meetings, which pays tribute to the Coppet Group led by Madame de Staël. Our debate is thus fully aligned with the heart of the Coppet Group, in the sense that the aim is to debate freely and openly philosophical and political questions associated with the construction of an impact market economy, also known as conscious capitalism. Our belief is that let's act now. There's never been a greater need or better time to translate our debates into impactful actions that can be measured and compared. The debate format we propose is a mixture of the so-called monk debates and the Oxford Union Styles debate, whereby we have invited 8 of the leaders, thinkers and influencers of the Swiss and International Geneva's ecosystem. The two teams will tonight debate the following motion. The House believes that greenwashing does more harm than good. And to do that debate we have 2 teams. So we have team 1, which is the pro motion. Greenwashing does more harm, this is here. And as I said before, for those of you who already subscribed to that motion, please sit on this side of the aisle. And then the second team over here is against the motion, so that greenwashing does not do more harm than good. So just quickly for the agenda, so you know what's going to go on the next 1 hour and a half. So basically, we'll have a debate from, well, we're already 15 minutes late, but the debate will last for a little bit more than an hour. Then after the debate, the audience will have 10 minutes to ask questions or provide comments. And then the 2 captains of the team will have an opportunity to do rebuttals, both with regard to the questions that we've heard from the floor, as well as some of the arguments that I've heard from the opposing team. And then after the debate, there will be a small photo session with the 2 teams, and also with the winning team. And Christine Hotel, who's sitting down there, she will say a few things about our networking afterwards, how we can optimize networking, since we have many different representatives of the ecosystem with us tonight. And then last but not least, we have let's say an artistic surprise. I will not say more at this stage, but you have probably noticed there are some art on the 2 sides of the floor that you will learn more about after the debate. So lastly, my name is Christian Coppet. I'm the co-founder of Coppet Group, and I'm a member of the board of the Swiss Impact Investing Association, and I will be the moderator of this evening's debate. Quickly, so you understand the proceedings of the debate. The captain of team 1, he will make a short introduction for a few minutes, and then he will present the opposing team, and the other captain will do the same. And then each team member will have 5 minutes maximum to present their argument. After 4 minutes, I will ring the small bell so that they know that the time is running out. And if they go beyond 5 minutes, I will ring the big bell. So, we believe in fairness. Yes. And last but not least, in terms of the role of the audience, so the audience, as I said, They can, at any time during the debate, raise a point of information, but it is fully the prerogative of the speaker to accept to hear your comments or your question, because that will eat into the 5 minutes. So don't expect too much interaction during the debate. And last but not least, we need to know where you are. So if you can take off your smartphones and go to slido.com, and then you insert the number hashtag 276 11 11 36, and then let us know which team you're supporting prior to the debate. I will just start the... Okay. Have you all found it? Slido.com. You go to look for the number, you put the number hashtag 276 1136.
How do you spell
we
it?
have one.
How do you spell it, Kristen?
No, not, you don't spell, you just put the number.
Slido.
Slido.com.
Slido.
Yeah, slide. SLI.do. Slido.com. We have
what's the code again?
it's a hashtag 2761136. It's Slido, SLI.do.
The code is
2761136.
Thank you.
No?
Everyone has voted?
No.
Okay, I think we can start. So, I now look to the first speaker to open the case for the proposition. Mr. Ben Benetti, President of the Swiss Impact Investing Association.
It's my honor to stand here again at this esteemed hall, and thank you very much, Christian, for inviting me to the third Coppet freedom of speech debate in these dark times, when freedom of speech is being suppressed in countries like Russia and China, or being corrupted and vilified in the rest of the world. And platforms and debates like these are really the beacon of light in the world for this. As Madame Germaine de Stael, I hope I'm saying the name correctly, said it 300 years ago. So let's start by introducing the opponent team. So first of all, a very, very old friend of mine, Dr. Dennis Bedniagin. Bedniagin, sorry. He's the jack of all green trades. So let's turn the spotlight to the captain, and he's also the captain of the opposing team. So Dennis, you have such an impressive resume. It could make a Nobel Prize winner feel underqualified. So he's the guy. If you want to meet somebody who wants to build a power station, or reinvent the economy of the world, or tokenize your grandma's NFT group, you have to go to him. And when he's not busy evaluating the R&D program or teaching future innovations about energy systems, he's moonlighting as a private investor, structuring deals, designing strategies, and raising funds, sometimes with old school equity and debt, and sometimes with crypto magic, because I think crypto world was the first where we met. So when better to oppose the motion tonight, after all, he has probably modeled 15 scenarios proving greenwashing might actually save the planet. So let's welcome him, Dennis. Then the second member is Claire, the enforcer of impact. So let's meet Claire, a proud member of the opposing team and someone who takes sustainability very seriously. And probably the reason your contracts suddenly have clauses you don't fully understand. From assessing environmental and social tasks for SMEs in Africa to training stakeholders on why they must care about those risks. Claire is the person who politely turns good intentions into measurable actions. So, welcome Claire. Develop to proving that sustainability can be practical, impactful, and most importantly, compliant. Then we have Joseph. He's a member also of the opposing team, a man whose expertise in sustainable investing runs so deep, he has probably coined the word impact. As managing partner at Kalmus Capital, he helps asset owners navigate sustainable strategies across asset classes, from niche concepts into a legitimate force, advising startups on how to make sustainability more than just a buzzword. So who is better to oppose tonight's motion? If greenwashing is an art, Joseph is here to remind us that sometimes even the most well-intentioned strokes need a little strategic guidance. And finally, Julia. I think I know, by the way, all of you in our world. So, a member of the opposing team also, who just doesn't talk about sustainability, she teaches it, researches it, and probably dreams about it. So, as Director of Sustainability at GIIA World and lecturer at SUMAS, you have spent 15 years turning sustainable practice into actionable results, proving that saving the planet is a full-time job. So your career is so vast and deep as the oceans you are championing. And so, founder of the Ocean TV channel. So ladies and gentlemen who don't know about it, please find it out. She has brought environmental awareness to the screen of millions, reminding us all of sustainability isn't just a buzzword, it's a lifestyle. Between leading training sessions, advising on impact initiatives and managing sustainable projects with partners worldwide, Julia has mastered the art of turning complex sustainable challenges into practical solutions. So welcome. I don't understand why are you guys sitting on that side of the table. Come this side.
We have our arguments.
So, oh, I go ahead. Oh, okay. So today, we address a topic of immense urgency, like Christian said. The House believes that greenwashing does more harm than good, and I stand resolutely for it, in favor. Greenwashing is when organizations masquerade as environmental friendly while perpetuating unsustainable practices. More than a lie, it's a betrayal of our planet and our future generations. It diverts resources, erodes trust, and delays the systemic change that we really need. And believe me, I have been traveling all around the world on this. So I'll just talk about 3 points very quickly because I have only 5 minutes. Greenwashing, so firstly, greenwashing diverts attention and resources from real solutions. A 2022 European Commission report from a report measured that 42% of corporate green claims are exaggerated, false, or outright deceptive. When a fossil fuel company boasts about carbon neutrality while expanding oil drilling, it fosters complacency instead of the urgency we need to tackle climate change and biodiversity loss. These false claims are not only harmless, they rob the world of focus and momentum. Every dollar spent on deceptive advertising could have been invested in renewable energies or environmental restoration. I think I may be one of the few here who remember the good old times. In 1930s, okay, I don't remember that old, but just Lucky Strikes, it's a cigarette, which claimed that 20,679 physicians say Luckies are less irritating. Or even better, in 1940s to 1960s, there was an advertisement by Reynolds saying, more doctors, more camels. Where doctors, dressed as doctors, in hospital settings, were going around walking and smoking camel cigarettes, bringing a direct link between camel cigarettes and the doctors and physicians. Doesn't that remind you of today? World where so-called experts are saying that global warming is a good thing or the climate change is not happening. And I'm sure you will not be surprised to know that a lot of people who made the strategies in those times are the same ones who are doing it today. Secondly, greenwashing betrays the trust of those trying to do good. Survey shows